Welcome to Orioles in May, from my house in Marion, Indiana. Right at May 1st, these visitors flew in. There was a male that came in first, and today is the 5th. And from what I can tell, we have about a dozen of these birds here already in 5 days. It's very hard to tell because they won't sit still. I've been able to count 9 Baltimore Orioles and 3 or 4 Orchard Orioles. They're about evenly split between the males and the females. So what you're seeing here is male Baltimore Orioles, and that was a catbird that just flew in and just flew out. And they are feeding on grape jelly. The last few years we have used the cheapest grape jelly we could find at the Aldi's, and they're going through about a quart every day or every other day, and that gets pretty expensive, even as inexpensive as that jelly is. So we had some grape jelly that we made about 5 years ago that didn't gel well, and it's basically a mess. Oh, by the way, that's an Orchard Oriole there in the back that's darker. It's a male Orchard Oriole. And I said, let's use that grape jelly that didn't gel too well and see if it'll run out of the feeder or stay in the feeder. And it's staying in the feeder pretty well. This morning, that started out half full, which was about a pint. And they're just about done for the day by the time I'm recording this, and they have it almost empty. There's another feeder out on the clothesline that has 2 little half-cup containers. That's wiped out already. So they're going through this. They will stay here in this part of the state until it gets hot. There's been a couple of years where it didn't get hot until early in June, and they wound up nesting here, but usually they move out and go north. There's a red-winged blackbird. They move out and they go north, and then we don't see them again until next spring. We don't see them on their return flight usually. They're pretty aggressive. They do a lot of fighting and a lot of chattering at each other, pushing each other off the feeder if they can. They're not aggressive with other birds, though. They don't seem to fight with the catbirds. Here comes a rose-breasted grosbeak. They also showed up on the 1st of May. That's 2 males over there. I think we have 6 or 8 of those. Even now we have 8. We have 4 males and 4 females. We may see a female in this video. I think we do. The Orioles do not eat the seeds. Those are black sunflowers, and they do not eat the seed. Here comes the Orchard Oriole again. There it is. I think we'll get a better look at it here in another few seconds. And it flew off. There's the Grosbeaks again. There was 3, now there's 2. They have a perfect heart-shaped red spot over a white breast on the males. The females are just brown and buff. That's an Orchard Oriole right there. It's darker. See the darkness on the one on the right? I don't know if the background original audio you'll be able to pick up the trilling sound. There's a trilling sound that the Orioles make. I have not heard a sound from, maybe you heard it there. I have not heard a sound from Grosbeaks yet. The catbirds that you've seen earlier in the video, they make a mewing sound, which is why they have the name Catbirds, I guess. And they also are going after the grape. We're coming up here on the end of the video in another several seconds, half a minute. That's a female. She's more muted orange. Now we found out that if you take orange yarn and lay out pieces of orange yarn about 6 inches long, well, that's the end.